Hey there everyone, it's Wendy from the Homebody Hub, and I wanted to bring you guys a Saturday haul. So without any more talking from Peanut with her fresh summer cut here, without any more talking from Peanut and I, let's get into this Saturday Dollar Tree haul. So Peanut's acting a little bit like a fish out of water right now. There, she's relaxing, but she's not used to being on camera anymore, apparently. So we got to get her back into it. But yes, I am back in the living room. I have all my goodies around me that I've purchased, and this past week was really good. I hit a couple in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I did do a quick visit to my local store. And of course, like all Dollar Trees, I found a little bit something different at all the stores that I went to. So that was kind of fun. So again, if you're not finding goodies, if you're not finding the goods at your local store, the one closest to you, or you're not seeing a lot of the things that other people are showing, go on your phone and put in, Dollar Trees near me. I'm sure most of y'all have done that, but just for kicks, I'm going to say it again. Put that in your search and then see how far is the next one over. It would be worth a weekend trip maybe to go and see. Look at the reviews, look at the ratings. What are people saying about it? That will tell you a lot. If it has the Dollar Tree Plus section, which I think most do at this point, you should have a little bit more variety. Also, if it has freezer as well as refrigerated food, usually it's a little bit of a bigger store. And I've found sometimes the most podunk stores, like out in the middle of nowhere, have got great things. And a lot of times it's things that I'm looking for that maybe the locals there don't necessarily want or need. So just a few tips for you, okay? Anyway, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for all those things. And let's get into this haul. I'm going to start with what is in season right now, and that is back to school. So at one of my Charlotte stores, I found some things that I looked for last year and I could never find them, and I found them this year. And they're right here. This is what I've been most excited about of all the things that I've bought. And they are these dry erase weekly planners, and you've got a few different varieties. So they're called weekly planners. However, this one is a monthly planner, and they are not acrylic, they're plastic, but they're high quality. They're very well made, and I'm going to pull it out of here for y'all to see exactly what we're working with here. It's what you have is just this basic plastic here. You guys can see that right there. There it is. And then they have 4 glue dots, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna peel it off of this paper. Now, here's my critique. My one critique of how these are packaged, but it's an easy fix. When I put these on my pantry door, that's where I wanted to put them, kind of command center, central. And when I peeled this off, you guys will be able to see probably when I do this one, the paper wants to tear. It's just not good packaging, really. But that paper wants to tear, so you have to be really careful that that glue dot doesn't, there we go, see? And you guys can see that it left some paper there, right there. Now, worst case scenario, this glue dot comes off because they have the clear part still on there that you have to peel off, and I'm working on getting it right there. But anyway, you have that clear part, so this isn't sticky yet until you peel off that second part. But if for some reason when you're taking this paper off, you lose your glue dot, just get another glue dot. You know what I mean? Like, you can get them in the craft section at Dollar Tree. They're just those little clear dots. So it's not a big deal, like, if you lose that, if that comes off, or it gets, like, I had one that it got all like kind of mangled, and I just peeled it off and popped a new one on. So that's my only critique. Besides that, this thing's awesome. Use dry erase marker on it, and hopefully it meets your needs. Now, if you don't want monthly, you can go with your trusty weekly. This one's my favorite of all three. I'll show you the next variety in a second, but I really like this one because you've got your days of the week, and then you've got priorities and notes. And I think that's just really, it's laid out in a really nice format. It's easy to see, crystal clear. This would be great in a kid's room, in an office, in, like, for me, in planning videos and TikTok things, and in a kitchen for your menu, like maybe meal prepping and that type of thing. So I think this is really a good one. And then there's one more style. I found all three. Where's that last one? Here it is. This is the one I could really see as a menu for the week. I thought it would be very cool. This style here. And you know what? It's kind of hard to see with I know they have to put the warnings on there that the bag is not a toy, but here we go. See that? That's really nice. You could put your, you know, we're going to have meatloaf on this day. We're going to have spaghetti on this day. We're ordering pizza here. We're doing leftovers here. Whatever you want to do on there. And then at the bottom, you've got notes. I just think it's laid out really nice. So again, you've got all three. You've got this one, and the monthly, and I think they're so awesome, and I was super excited to have found them, y'all. I'm so excited. So now what they're showing here is they're showing, you know, all three, which is smart, all together, and you could even do that. So these are $1.25 each. Like I said, so happy that I found them. I grabbed extras because I've got 2 college students living here, a busy husband, a busy mom, meaning me, just a lot to keep up with, and I love a good dry erase board. So, and speaking of dry erase, okay, now these aren't going to work on this, okay? What I'm going to show you, these erasers that I found in the school supply set, not school supply, wait a minute, not school supply, in the teacher section. These were in the teacher section. They are that brand, which is Teaching Tree. These are genius. These are magnetic whiteboard erasers. So any of your whiteboards, or dry erase as I still call them, but any of those whiteboards that are magnetic, these are going to stick. Okay, I've tried it. They work beautifully. How smart is this? How smart is this? And for a teacher, if you're using whiteboards that are magnetic in your classroom, every kid has their own eraser. I mean, this is brilliant that it would just stick to the board. Maybe they've had these every year and I just haven't paid attention, but I am this year, and I think they're brilliant. So I just wanted to show y'all these if you need them for home, for school, if you're a teacher, for work, whatever. I think they're great. Really excited to find those. And I don't think I showed these in a previous haul because I forgot to. However, I'm still seeing them everywhere. Speaking of magnets, I thought these were adorable. These are Memo magnets. How cute are those? Memo magnets. They come with a marker here. We have a whole dry erase thing happening right now, don't we? But they're reusable. How smart is that? I thought they were so cool. So it says things I'm avoiding, and then you've got blank ones, and then you have a to-do, and I really liked the colors on those, and that's what they look like in real time. And your marker has a little eraser there, and I thought those were really cute. And then they also had a second option. Well, did they? I thought they had a second option. Maybe, oh, here they are. Here they are. Here's the second option. Different colors here, a little more masculine, I feel like. This would be the more feminine option, I guess, if you're, you know, doing traditional type colors. However, I think, you know, use whatever color you want. But that's that. And then this one is, these are also, this variety here, it doesn't have any kind of prompts or any kind of words on it. It's just plain. So I just thought those were really cool. This might be something cool to put in like a back to school for a teacher. I don't know, if you put a supply basket together. I thought they were great. And I finally found, I've looked for these and I found them in Charlotte, the self-adhesive mouse pouch. And you really could be creative on how you use these. I believe the intention would be exactly what they're showing in the picture. And you put your little pouch here for your mouse, your cordless mouse, on the back of your laptop, and it holds your mouse nice and tidy. So, but I'm thinking in classrooms, these could be very helpful, in offices, you know, use your imagination. But I think they're a great, reviews of these also are excellent. People really like them and say they're good quality and they really do a good job. Okay, what else did I get? Okay, I got more sticky notes, and I know y'all are probably like, Wendi, enough with the sticky notes, but everyone I tell about these sticky notes, everyone I tell about the transparent sticky notes, the neon transparent sticky notes, they're like, I've never seen those, and I'm thinking, well, get on it. Get them, because they're great. These are great. Again, you know, for my cool board here, I want to pop some of these on there, whatever, you know, on a regular calendar, in my planner. Again, I think I told y'all I keep these in my car, and I have black interior, and they pop. Like, so if I've got a little to-do list running in the car so I can stay focused, these are where it's at. Love them. Then I also grabbed, they probably have these all the time, but these are the little stickies here. And we didn't have any, shockingly, with all the sticky notes in this house. We did not have the little tinies like this. So we are just always writing reminders. So, or I am anyway, writing reminders for my people. So I grabbed those as well. And not necessarily school supply, but these were in the section with a lot of the back to school things. I found more variety of the Hanes. So far I've found like the ones that had like a little cushion on the heel. I found like a crew sock, and then I found these no-shows. And that's probably the favorite of the house, is a good no-show with my guys here. So 2 for $1.25, a name brand sock. I think that's excellent. So I grabbed those. And then also not necessarily back to school, but when I wanted to grab these a while back, they did not have them at my store. And then I went into Charlotte and I found them. So they are what do they call them? Storage straps, and you get 2 for $1.25. And I use these for all kinds of things. I do. I use them for, you know, to wrap up things at the end of the season, like different linens, different types of things that I can just roll and to hold them nice and tidy. I've used these, of course, for cords all the time. There's just a lot of different uses. I bet if you went online and plugged this in to see, you could find a lot of different uses for these. And I think to get 2 for $1.25 is great, and they feel like they're good quality. It says here also that they're weatherproof. It says use indoor or outdoor. Organize more than cords is what it's saying here. So I think these are a great value, and they had 2 different sizes. However, my store, the one I went to, was sold out. I was only able to find this one size. So I was happy to find those. This next find left me shook. Okay, I'm just saying, I was absolutely shook and shocked. You know, past tense, I guess, would be shocked after being shook. Anyway, I found Rust-Oleum spray paint, but not just any spray paint. This is called Peel Coat, and my son, Wyatt, is really into like fixing up his truck right now. He's got this older truck that he loves, and a lot of people recommend this Peel Coat paint because it's kind of non-committal. However, once it's on there and it's dry, it's not going anywhere until you peel it off. So what it is, it's a peelable rubber coating. If you have any experience with this, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. But this is a matte gold, and people swear by this and say it is excellent. It doesn't have to just be for vehicles though. I mean, it says here that it works on metal, plastic, chrome, and more. So I think you've got a lot of options. So I grabbed this gold, this matte gold they had, and they had 6 cans, and I grabbed all that they had. I grabbed the 2 gold. Then this is the one that Wyatt will be really excited about for his car, because his truck. His truck is silver, and he's doing a lot of black details, and he's doing things like, you know, the bumper. He spray painted the bumper with a special automotive spray paint, and like his, I say hubcaps, rims. I think those are 2 different things. I should know, but I don't know. But anyway, he's just doing all kinds of stuff. But this is a gloss black, and that would be really great for his vehicle. And again, it's the same thing. It's this peel coat. And I've never used this, but the minute I saw it at Dollar Tree, I pulled out my phone, got to my Dollar Tree app, and I scanned it. And that's where the app, I don't really care for it in a lot of ways, but I do like, now that prices are varying throughout the store, I like to scan to see what I'm working with, because I thought maybe, because y'all know this is true as loyal Dollar Tree shoppers, that someone took these from the plus aisle and moved them over with the regular things. And I'm like, I don't want to be up at the register and go, wait a minute, I don't want to spend $5 or $7 for that. $1.25. $1.25. That's what the app told me. So it was right, $1.25. Then they had 2 of these. So 2 black, 2 gold, and then 2 of this silver. It's called Prismatic, and it has a bit of almost like a textured kind of look to it. It's very cool. But I think I'll be using the gold and silver to zhuzh up a few things around the house. But isn't that a cool idea? A peelable spray paint? Peelable rubber coating. I just think that's very cool. So I'll have to report back and let y'all know how this turned out, especially on the vehicle. But right here, y'all can see that's what they're showing, a vehicle. So if you've used this or a family member has, let me know in the comments. And last but certainly not least, health and beauty. Let me show y'all what I found in health and beauty. Okay, these are not new, but I can never find these. I always want to find them. I've never used them, haven't used them yet, but they are the watermelon and hyaluronic acid hydrating cleansing wipes by Global Beauty Care. So I grabbed a couple of these to try. So with summer, it's hot. I just thought that sounds kind of refreshing, and I do love that's what I use a lot of times to take off my makeup is the Global Beauty Care or Be Pure. I do like the Be Pure Neutrogena dupe wipes to kind of do my first once over, and then I'll finish up with one of my Global Beauty Care ones. And then it's all the different things that I do. But excited that I found them. And then I found this, and I haven't tried it yet. I bought 2. And it's a collagen plus peptide lift and firm face serum. Now I've seen a few people with this online, so let me know if you have tried this yet. I'd love to know a review of what is happening here. So let me know what you think of it. I'd love to know. But I mean, hey, looks great to me. Collagen plus peptides, sign me up. That's great. I also grabbed this. I bought this before and then I gifted it to someone, and so I wanted one for myself. It's a lip mask, Global Beauty Care, and you have a softening one, mango plus shea butter, and then you've got a moisturizing one, and you get 2 in here. So pretty packaging on that too. Love it. So I grabbed that. And they had these little scrunchies here that caught my eye. They had just a box open with a ton of these in the box. Now these are, let me just make sure before I say it. Yes, okay. They're the same brand. However, the packaging is different on them. See that? Like, that's tiny. Look at those. So there were 3 in here, but I pulled one out and used it yesterday. And let me tell you, now my hair is relatively thick, but it's not that long anymore. So like if you had, okay, let me backtrack. If you had very long, very thick hair, this may not do it for you. This might be too small, but I don't know. For my hair, my length, my texture, the thickness of mine, this was perfect. My ponytail didn't budge. It didn't budge. It just held it nicely. And then when it was time to take it out, no hurting, no pulling. It was great. So just wanted to say that. The brand is Invisibobble, the traceless hair ring. So that was cool. Like you couldn't see it in my hair at all. So, traceless, I feel like such an old person when I do that, like with my glasses. Traceless, high wearing comfort, hair loving, strong grip, non-soaking updo tool. So I got the black, and then I also got this. It's kind of like a rose gold. They're calling it a hair spiral here for all hair, and less damage, less marks, less pain. And the packaging is just really cute and pretty. So if you're at all interested in these, I mean, I know Dollar Tree makes a version of this, but I figured why not grab this name brand one for $1.25 each. And I did, and I'm happy. I liked the black one. I liked it a lot. It was great. And last but not least, I grabbed more of the Evo toothpaste because I love it. Grab more of this. And then I grabbed more of the whitening strips, again, because I saw that everyone in the house will use these at some point. And I saw that they were good through 2029. So it's like, why not? And I can't remember. I looked them up online and they were like upwards of like $8 to $10 for this size pack. So that's pretty good for $1.25. And again, these were in Charlotte. So anyway, that is all of this. But I just looked over to my little table here and I remembered I was saving, besides those boards, there was another thing that got me I was gasping. I was so excited. All right, it's these little cuties right here. Almost forgot about them. I mean, look at these. These are globes for $1.25. They were over in this section. I found them in Charlotte. They were over in the section like where the picture frames are and the little like ledge shelves, that kind of thing. That's where they were. And this black one here is my favorite, by the way. There was only one like this, but y'all look, they spin. They spin. And y'all know I've been doing my little globe collection. I showed y'all some that I got from Facebook Marketplace. I got the light up one and all my vintage globes. But I cannot get over this. This was $1.25. It's amazing. So I got the little black one here. And then I got this one here. That is more of a, I don't know, I'm trying to tell the difference between these two. The base is lighter on this one and the globe itself is more of a cream color, I'd say. But they're 5 inches. They're just so cute. I think they're so cute. I got this one and then this one is more of a yellow and the base is darker on this one. Now, these are all the ones that I saw. They had only one black and then they had multiples of these, but like if y'all have found these, let me know. And if you've bought them, let me know. I'd like to know how you styled them. I think they're adorable. This is very good, very good quality. The detail is unreal and it is a Dollar Tree brand. So it's part of all the decorative things. So anyway, very excited about that. Now, I want to make one little statement here that I've had some difficulty. I did pick winners for the giveaway for the 100th video, and I've had some difficulty retrieving information. And I just want y'all to know I'm not ignoring you. I'm going to dig through my laptop and I don't understand. I sent an email to my Homebody Hub Google account for my email and saying like I'm not getting emails that I should be getting. So I'm working on that. And then my personal account, I'm going to dig through junk. Not that your email is junk with your information. I promise it's not, but I'm going to just keep digging and hopefully I will find it. And if not, we can go to another plan, but I promise you I'm not ignoring you. And I am looking for your information. So my 2 winners, 3, I think I picked 3 winners that day. I think I did. So anyway, just wanted y'all to know that. So thank you so much for your support and your subscription, all of you. So thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. And don't forget, we are, I'm adding things to my TikTok right now. I have 2 TikTok accounts. I have Homebody Hub, which I do all my Dollar Tree and bargain shopping. And then I have Homebody Hub Watch, which I'm doing like more, what's the new shows out this week? What are my favorite, top 5 on different streaming services, or top 3, or like Emmy nominations just came out and I was going over, Emmy nominations and like what are the best shows from each category and what to get on and watch and all that kind of stuff. It's just, that's also a little, I never thought of it as a hobby, but I guess it is, that I try to stay up to date on those things. And I just really enjoy good entertainment. I'm always asking people like, so what are you watching? And then sometimes I have people that go, well, I'm more of a reader. And that's fine. I wish I was, but everyone's different. Everyone relaxes and unwinds in a different way. But I'm doing that. So don't forget to hit me up there and look for me there. And my Dollar Tree content is I can post it a lot quicker on there. My son, He's been telling me that for quite a while, and I just don't think I quite understood how to do it. And now that I do, it is a game changer. So it's really fast. So that's been fun for me to get into that. So, but I am enjoying doing this with y'all on Saturdays. So don't forget, there's no place like home, especially when you're a homebody like me. And I will see y'all on Saturday. Have a great week. Bye.